Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the fifth place AFC Wimbly Womblys. Boy, we are always in fifth. Today we're taking on QPR. I thought they were in the Premier League in this game, but in this game they're in the Championship. So we're going to try to defeat them, humiliate them, and make them bow before us. Even though they have Stone Cold Steve with the C. Austin, who I'm very proud to see moving on to such great things. As you can see, John Green and John Green are on the bench today. They're exhausted after playing in several straight games. But we've got Dicko and Dini up top. It's a buddy comedy, but lately not a very funny one because neither of them has been scoring. So hopefully Dicko and Dini especially, has really been struggling with his form. And I had a talk with him before the game about the importance of maybe not being such a wastrel. Did I use that word correctly? You know, not being the kind of guy who constantly drinks and parties and stays out late and meets people and brings them home with him. And, you know, I think it's fine. I think it's great. I don't want to I don't want to judge people's behavior. Like, I want him to be happy and have a fulfilling private life and all that stuff. But, like, you can't bring it to work, Meredith. You know what I mean? Like, I don't bring my personal life to work. Why did you laugh out loud at that? Oh, because my wife works here and because I do bring my personal life to work in every facet of my personal life, including bringing my children to work. Yeah, but that's fine. But that's fine. That's the culture here. I made it clear to Dini it's not the culture at AFC Wimbledon. And that, in fact, as I pointed out to Dini, I was like, listen, man, I enjoy a good glass of wine. Do I drink during the games? Well, I do. But I am a manager. You are a player. You need to get your crap together. So I'm giving him this opportunity because I think that he's a good man and a good Stone Cold Steve with the C. Austin is absolutely dribbling. Absolutely. Oh, no. God, if I'd given up a goal there, I would have been blamed. I would have been blamed by Wimbly Wombly supporters. By the way, Seb Brown back in goal because I couldn't handle Amankwa's pants. He only wears pants even when it's warm, and I can't handle it. So I know he's a better goalkeeper, Amankwa, but the pants thing, I've got to work on him. Work with him on it. I'm not speaking very clearly today. Anyway, the topic of today's video is school uniforms, which I am in favor of. Oh, get past the goalie! Oh, K-Saint loose. More like K-Saint not loose enough. Just gotta, it's gotta let it all go. Play just open, free-flowing football a little bit. Damn it, K-Saint loose. That would have been a great moment to have a wonderful pass. So anyway, I'll tell you why I'm in favor of school uniforms. My son goes to school, and he has a school uniform, and it's just freaking adorable. I mean, it's unbelievably cute. All the kids in their school uniforms, all these like tiny little children walking around in their school uniforms. It's so cute. It's so much cuter than if everyone had to pick their clothes and we were constantly fighting with him about whether he was going to wear his Transformers shirt or his Star Wars shirt when he is not even familiar with either of those franchises. As I frequently point out to him, you can't be a huge fan of something that you don't know what it is. Come on. I mean, Dini is just slow. He's just not running fast. He's just not showing courage on the ball, and Dicko's not getting touches at all. These guys who were they were the reason we succeeded in our first 3 months in this league, in the championship. I mean, we looked dead in the water until Dini and Dicko came along to make our lives beautiful and exciting again. And then lately they're just not there. Oh no. Everything worked out better than expected. Let's play out of the back like Wimbly Womblys do. Yeah, that's my main reason that I like school uniforms. They're just so freaking cute, and then also parents don't have to worry so much about dressing their kids. You have no idea how stressful dressing your kid is, or you do if you have a kid. So that's what I like. I guess there's supposedly disciplinary benefits. I don't know about any of that stuff. All I know is that I find dressing the kid less stressful and cuter. But I guess, I am sympathetic to people who feel like they don't want to wear school uniforms, particularly when they're in high school or whatever. But it's just so freaking cute. I bet it's still cute in high school. I bet it's still everybody wearing the same like little khaki pants and and shirts. I guess the other thing is that like then other things become the demarcation lines of like fashion and cool, like necklaces, and I'm not. There's obviously no way out of that. Like there's no way to make it so that like fashion doesn't exist in children's lives, nor should there be really. I think like, you know, being able to self-expression is important. Oh, speaking of self-expression, K. St. Luce having himself a football game, but can he finally finish? No, no, he can't. Oh my God, that's so frustrating, Meredith. I cannot even find the words to tell you how annoying K. St. Luce's inability to finish is to me. Have you noticed the zit on my nose? I'm supposed to film this thing today, and I don't think I can because of this zit on my nose. I can only do, oh, ah! Fantastic save by the keeper there, no question about it. And Dicko on the ball. Dicko on the ball. That's not a good cross, Dicko! Gosh, Dicko. I mean, these guys, Dicko and Dini just absolutely struggling for form. K. St. Luce rampaging. Look at that. Why does Mose Vestergaard have Callum Kennedy's haircut? I like Mose Vestergaard. It's unacceptable. Meredith, are there any arguments in against school uniforms with which I am not familiar? Wait, well, yeah, uniforms where you have to wear the same. You have to wear like a polo shirt with the name of the school on it, and a pair of adorable khaki pants. That you can't even believe that like children so small can even wear khaki pants. They look like tiny little. They look like they're making fun of Best Buy employees. You know, where Best Buy employees wear those blue. They look like tiny little Best Buy employees with their khaki pants and their blue polo shirts. It's adorable. Oh, dress codes that are unfair to girls because they're like, yo, you have to wear like, yes, it has to be 3 inches above the. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I do think it's weird how often dress codes for women are at schools are like, oh, you can't wear X because it's going to, you know, bring about the excitement of young men or whatever, which is just ludicrous. Get there! Oh, pure courage! Oh, that was one of the purest, most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. Until the finish, when it became hideous and unwatchable. Oh yeah, it's like that whole thing of like I remember when I was in high school that there was a rule about how many inches above the knee a skirt could be or a pair of shorts could be. But like there wasn't that rule for dudes, and like we wore those. I mean, this is dating myself, I know, but like we wore those like ridiculous Umbros that like, you know, showed half the. They were way too short in retrospect. Although, you know, we had nice legs. I don't know. I'm not going to apologize for it. I liked the way that I was built. I wasn't trying to hide anything back then. That wasn't the job of clothes the way that it is now. Oh, that's a great ball. Dini did a great job there. Dini, get it to Dicko. Dini. Oh! Less, more. Sometimes less is more. He scores with his left. He scores with his right. That less more makes some more look shite. Love it. That was beautiful. That was a goal for all seasons. Oh, I love this. I mean, that just is there anything that brings you joy in the way that a good less more a less more goal brings you joy? Yeah. Anyway, I remember that like, it was just a ludicrous rule. And then actually, I think they took it back like my senior year, because I remember my senior year as the year of sort of the universally shorter short, both among boys and girls. But yeah, there shouldn't be any kind of, obviously there shouldn't be gender bias in dress codes. But like generally, I also think that like this whole idea that like certain kinds of clothes are distracting. I guess like. The counter argument is like, well, are you allowed to come to school naked? And like, obviously you're not allowed to come to school naked, right? So are you allowed to come to school in a bathing suit? I don't know, probably not. So there has to be some kind of line, right? But like in drawing that line, too often you end up, A, with these like gender biased codes, and B, with this ridiculous thing of like having to take out an actual ruler and measure between the knee and the short. But I don't know, I mean, you can't come to school naked, right? Is that right, Meredith? Do you agree with that? So you have to come to school non-naked. I'm designing a dress code right now. This is my dress code. You have to come to school non-naked. You have to be wearing some kind of shoe. That's just a personal bias, but some kind of shoe is necessary, don't you think? And then if you can answer the questions, are you naked and are you barefoot with plausible no's, then I'm going to say that I'm cool with your dress code. Oh, and you can't wear a swimsuit. I don't really believe that swimwear should be worn in non-aquatic environments. I realize this is another personal bias that probably shouldn't even be in my dress code, but I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to need you to wear shoes. Don't wear swimwear because this is school. And unless you go to swim school, which is possible, I guess. If you go to like if you're an elite swimmer and you go to one of those like special schools for swimmers, then you know what? Do go ahead and wear your swimsuit. But if it's a non-aquatic environment, don't wear a swimsuit. And then, I guess also you can't just wear your underwear. Does that Meredith agree or disagree? You have to wear a top and a bottom. Not necessarily though, because you could wear one thing. You could wear just one thing. A dress, huh? Or a jumpsuit. Sure, a dress or a jumpsuit. Or a pajama onesie. I wouldn't find any of those problematic. So if you can answer the following questions with no's that are plausible. Are you wearing a swimsuit? Are you barefoot? Are you naked? And are you only wearing your underwear? If you can say no to all of those things, I think that you are in accordance with the John Green dress code. I think that should be a school's dress code because there's not gender bias in that, really, I don't think. Oh, God! Oh, fantastic! Fantastic stuff. Who was that American genius? Oh, still nervous times. But there he comes, Leonardo Mora. That's a Mora. Oh, it's good stuff. Playing out of the back. Did we just win the game? Did we just make our opponents suffer? We did. Congratulations. That's my dress code. Please abide by it if you ever come to one of my signings. Thank you for watching. Smell your pits and shame, QPR. Best wishes.